Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My FairyLoot adult fantasy box has turned up for October. Ow, I have just dropped some wax melts on my foot. Love that. I know what this book is, I think. She a beast if it is the one that I'm thinking of. So, yeah, it is. The theme is Memory Malice. And I was fit. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. It is Alchemy, the Alchemized by Senlin Yu. This is the cover that FairyLoot have done us. Very interesting. The sprayed edges though have got me. Look at the top and the bottom. I'm gonna show these off first. This is insane. I normally show the sprayed edges last, but I was excited. This is the back, which says, "What is it you think you're protecting in that brain of yours? The war is over, Holdfast is dead, the eternal flame extinguished, there's no one left for you to save." Bam! And then the spine, which is just kind of boring. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, okay. We have got a coverway, I think, of the original, the trade jacket version on the reverse. And then we have artwork on the cover, which is nice. Lack of foiling, which makes me a little bit sad. The spine. And the back. Ooh. We do have foiling on the artwork though, which is kind of nice. This is a beast. This is actually a beast. I think it's like 1,200 odd pages. And different on the back. Again with foiling. Although the foiling's kind of giving me like, I like how they've done it because it looks like it's been drawn with Sharpie, but obviously it hasn't. Okay. Let's put this back on. This is heavy. This is a heavy book, guys. I don't even think this is going to fit in my book bag for when I want to start reading it, so I might have to tackle it this weekend. Once a promising alchemist, Helena Marino is now a prisoner of war and of her own mind. Her resistance, friends and allies have been brutally murdered, her abilities suppressed and the world she knew destroyed. In the aftermath of a long war, Palladia's new ruling class of corrupt guild families and depraved necromancers whose vile undead creatures helped bring about their victory, holds Helena captive. According to Resistance records, she was a healer of little importance within their ranks, but Helena has inexplicable memory loss of the months leading up to her capture, making her enemies wonder, is she truly as insignificant as she appears, or are her lost memories hiding some vital piece of Resistance final gambit? To uncover the memories buried deep within her mind, Helena is sent to the High Reeve, one of the most powerful and ruthless necromancers in this new world. Trapped on his crumbling estate, Helena's fight to protect her lost history and to preserve the last remaining shreds of her former self is just the beginning. For her prison and captor have secrets of their own, secrets Helena must unearth whatever the cost. Senlin Yu grew up in the Pacific Northwest and studied classical liberal arts and culture. They started writing in the notes app of their phone during their baby's nap time. Their collected online works have generated over 20 million individual downloads and have been translated into 23 languages. They live in Portland with their family, and Alchemized is their first novel. Do we have a letter? We do. And it's a long letter. Let's go. Dear FairyLoot reader, the creation of Alchemized has been a long time coming. When I try to think of exactly when it all began, there's part of me that feels like it's been in the works since before I was born, as though I've spent my life carrying it. I suppose all books and projects can feel that way, so entwined with their author that it's hard to say when they began. For me, growing up, a great deal of my time was spent reading about heroes in fiction and history. Men or boys held a seeming monopoly on on doing things that mattered. Consummate tomboy though I was, I could never identify with boy protagonists. I was too constantly reminded of my place in the world and the margins that I was supposed to occupy of being pretty, witty and good. It was a rare delight when a girl was a part of the central cast, but even then, still ultimately a sidekick. The snarky, sensible technical support for the main event. No matter how much she did, she was never the hero, and her efforts, sacrifice and suffering were just the things a girl was supposed to do. Being helpful, picking up the slack, offering a voice of reason, and managing the tedious, boring logistics of survival and the insignificant labour of healing. I was already grown when books with strong female characters began taking off, and as much as I loved seeing this pushback, I also felt oddly erased by them, and the way their strength was always definitively masculine. It was the same feeling I experienced as a tomboy, that I could only be as strong and important and valuable as I was not feminine. Helena Marino is rather distinctly feminine, not because she's deeply intuitive or pure or demure or good, but in her pragmatism and her ability to do what is necessary, even when it is neither acknowledged or appreciated, and in how far she will go for the people she loves. I've always been drawn to the feminine Gothic, to the ways in which external world mirrors the internal interiority is split over 2 lines. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Of the female protagonist, and how those books explore repressed desire and emotions in a claustrophobic and constraining world that sees feminine qualities as defects. Romantic stories, not stories about romance, but stories where the force of emotion is world-shaking, all-consuming and transforming. Stories in which love is hunger and the characters are starving. Alchemized and Helena are a homage to the books and characters I spent so much of my life feeling an emotional resonance with. I hope you love them too. My god, this book is really difficult to hold. It's so big. Oh, I have the mind of a 12-year-old boy. I was about to say that once when she said it to myself, but you know, here we go. The FairyLoot exclusive edition has a redesigned cover with artwork by Lindsay Carr Art, and the design is by AEA Draws. A colorway variation of the trade cover is a reversible dust jacket. Character artwork with foil on the hardcover by Ellie Thien Art. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names. Character artwork on the M papers, also by the same artist. Digitally sprayed edges on all 3 sides by AEA Draws. An author letter bound into the book with a digital signature and is also hand signed by the author. I didn't see that. Oh shit. Sorry, swear. There it is. Interesting. I'm looking forward to this. This book seems to be massively hyped. People at work were talking to me about it as well. And yeah, it's very, very pretty. I'm looking forward to reading it. This is a beast. I wasn't expecting it to be this big, but you know, props that we've got such a chunky book from a book box. Once I have read it, I will post a review on my website below at some point. It's probably going to take me a while. I feel like this is the biggest book I've had for a very long time. If you have liked this video, maybe drop a like. Let me know what you think of the book, and I will see you for my next one.